This is Steve from Boxing UK in association with Supreme CBD. Delighted to be joined by the legend Frank Warren. It's been a while, Frank.
It's been a long time. How you doing?
Very well. Just talking off camera there. Come down from Sunderland just to see you, Frank. So let's make it a good one, eh?
Well, I hope you like your day out in London.
We're here in London. Big announcement. Daniel Dubois, Tommy Fury on the Jake Paul undercard. You're going to America, Frank?
Going to America. I'm doing an Eddie Murphy. I'm going to America. Yeah, it's a great opportunity for both of them to get some exposure out there and on Showtime, and that's what it's all about for me. And as far as Daniel's concerned, he's fighting Cusimano, who's never been stopped. Of the 19 wins that he's had, he's knocked out 17, big puncher. So that should be quite exciting. And if Daniel can do a job out there and make a statement, that's going to be great for him as for his future on Showtime. As regarding Tommy, the fight that's been on the internet, everyone's been banging on about it, him and Jake Paul when he called him out. I'm not going to stand in Tommy's way. If he wants that fight, we'll do it, because it's a big money fight for him, and good luck to him. And we sort of managed to get to the stage now where this could happen. If yesterday, since the announcement's anything to go by, Frank, it's going to be a tasty fight week, isn't it? It is. I think it's going to be quite interesting. But you know what? At the end of the day, they can say all what they've got to say. When they get in the ring, that's when they've got to perform. Absolutely. Can I ask a personal question about all of this, Frank? YouTube fighting. Yeah. We've had a discussion before about YouTube. Is this Frank Warren embracing change in boxing? No, I don't think it is that. I mean, what I've always said about them, I've said it doesn't. I look at it as what the levels are. I look at levels, and I've said all these guys, anyone who gets into the ring, trains hard, gets in the ring, God bless them, good luck to them. It's at levels though, and we have fighters, fighters I work with mostly at a high level, but it's a big market, and Jake Paul's obviously, you've got to take your hat off to him. He's done a great job as a promoter of himself and worked very hard. He's got Showtime on board, and Showtime want a couple of our guys on the card, so I'm just seizing the opportunity. At the end of the day, I'm a promoter, and my job is to promote my fighters. And if I can promote guys, who are on the, certainly as far as Daniel's concerned, he's the WBA interim, but on the cusp of breaking the stakes, then I'm going to do that. I know last time I said it's when Billy Joe fought on that card, but Billy Joe already had great. He'd been seen on HBO when we took him to Canada when he had that great win against Lemieux out there. So for me, it's an opportunity for them, and if Tommy out of this gets the fight with Jake Paul, and the money that's being spoken about, he gets that, then good luck to him. And I'm certainly never going to stand in his way and stop him from happening. Good man. In regards to Daniel, it's the next step. I've just spoken to Shane there. It's the next step on the rebuild almost, isn't it? Well, he did well last time. We didn't exactly find a pushover for him. He went and done a job, and he's went up with a good title. So he's in a good position now. He's just got to consolidate that. He's got to do the job in America, look good out there doing that, and then hopefully fight Bryant for the full WBA title. Can I have 2 minutes of quick fire at you, go on, Frank? Let's go. Joe Joyce, brilliant win last time out. Yep. I've heard your thoughts on the stoppage. What's next? I know I've heard you've said about Usyk. Well, he's the mandatory, so that's what he wants. He wants to fight the winner. Obviously, I hope AJ comes through. I hope Tyson wins, and that's the big fighter he wants to see. And in the meantime, we've got to keep Joe busy, and he's got to maintain and keep that #1 spot. But he's done really well, and I was really pleased the way the fans connected with him at the live arena. They really got behind it. Can I ask about Usyk? We spoke to Alex Krasiak, and he's confirmed there's a rematch clause. So if Usyk wins, they can have a rematch clause, but that doesn't mean that's between them. It's a bit like the Joshua Tyson fight got announced, but there was something in between that, which was the arbitration. As far as the situation concerned regarding Joe, I'm not sure when the mandatory is due, but we're not going to sit around waiting. If he wins, then that's the fight we're going to do. Good man. We did speak to Eddie last week. Yep. He told us in regards to AJ Fury that he did everything that he could. He's got a clear conscience. The fault didn't lie at him. Can you help us out from this side, Frank? In what way? Why AJ Fury didn't happen? Because there was an arbitration that had to be. He knew about it. He's conscious. my conscience is clear about it. It was in an agreement that he signed, Eddie Hearn. He signed an agreement that in the clause in there said there is an arbitration. Hearing to be had. I mean, what was that, a secret? There was an arbitration? Did you know about it? Everybody in boxing knew about it. I wasn't the one announcing the fight every day on a regular basis. But it means nothing. I mean, you know, if it maybe that kept announcing it, maybe the judge had gone a different way. Maybe they said, listen, I'm the person who's made a decision on that. Who knows?
Can I chuck some names at you?
Yep.
Just an idea of updates and where we're at. Start with a lad from our neck of the woods, Troy Williamson and Ted Cheeseman.
That's on the Matchroom show.
But it's happening?
Yeah. Unless somebody pulls out.
Right. Jack Catterall?
Jack Catterall's the mandatory to Josh Taylor, and that fight will happen.
Who was the other I was going to say? It's gone now, Frank. Troy, Ted, Jack, Callum Johnson, sorry.
Callum Johnson will fight in September.
And just a word on your new signing. And the reason I asked that as well, not just for the new guy, he's a very competent lad we've just seen. Is this the start of a new stable as well, Frank?
Well, no, we've got plenty of, we've got a lot of young fighters there at the moment, and I'm really pleased with the talent we've got. You know, I sort of looked at Weston and see that he's going to be he's 18 in January when he's making his debut. And I look on him a bit like Daniel Dubois, Ricky Hatton and Nassim Hamid, who all turned pro at that age. Yeah. And I think they're going to love him. I think the fans are really going to enjoy seeing him. And we're not going to rush him. He's still a young man. He's got to become a man yet. But I think they're going to get behind him on his journey. They're going to like what they see. He's an exceptional young talent.
The reason I asked that, it possibly could be the first too many because we've had the Olympics, I've got the Olympics. Is there any that you're looking at there? Yeah, I'm just going to see what happens at the end of it all. A couple of guys there that I'm interested in, but I'm keeping it to myself. They don't happen to be from our neck of the woods, Frank, do they?
We will see. We'll have a chat with them, we'll see.
Good man. Last one, I can't have you here, Frank, without asking about the whole big DAZN launch. Again, the reason you've done this with Box Nation. Well,
I've done it. We launched Sky into big boxing, we launched ITV into boxing, we launched Satanta into boxing, we launched BT. Done it a lot of times, and Box Nation.
Just your general thoughts on it. Did you catch the show? What do you think about the whole game change compared to what you do here?
It's a little show, yeah, it's a good show. Yeah, no problem with the show. Shane lost their main event, it's still a good show.
Yeah. There we go. Frank Warren, lovely to catch up with you again.
It's a pleasure.
I really appreciate it.
See you when you come back down again.
Will do. Thank you, Frank.